Who am I? That's a very big question. It's a question we ask ourselves all our lives, don't we? Who am I? I'm Jia's mom. I'm Daivika Vinithar's mom. And because we live in the real world, let me now really answer that question for you. So, I'm somebody who was a very confused child, an equally confused teenager, an equally confused youngster. I had so many different dreams, and I didn't know which one I wanted to pick and commit myself to. And that's why probably Madam Destiny nudged me very softly in the direction of talking, and just by accident, by sheer destiny, I became an anchor, and that is what I am even today. I'm an anchor, I'm a moderator, I'm a live MC, I'm a host, I've hosted shows on television, I've done more than 3,000 events across the globe. I love to write, so I write for online platforms, for magazines, I write content for my events, and hopefully one day I'll write a book. So, mota, that's who I am here. You know, it's uncanny how many times in the last 1 year I've been asked about my journey. And I am getting a little tired of answering the same question, but then I think I should thank my blessings because not too many people get asked this question. So here goes. And I'm answering this only because I hope that someone who's starting out there listens to my answer and just feels more positive, feels more hopeful, and works harder towards their goal. That's the only reason I answer this question again and again. So my journey at work began about 18 years ago, more than 18 years ago actually. I was completing my post-graduation in mass communication at the AKG Institute of Mass Communication Studies in Jamia Millia in Delhi. And this was one of the best institutes on the subject at that point in time in India and in Asia too. And I was training to be a filmmaker, and by my second year, I had my heart set on being a camera person. So, if I had graduated and made that choice to become a camera person, I would have been probably a camera person in a production house today. That didn't happen because a producer saw me in the college, because we had these huge studios in college where producers and directors would come and film their television programs. BBC did a lot of shooting in our college, so did other channels, and offered me a television show. So, you're a student and chalo karke dekhte hain, what's the harm? I worked very hard. It was very sunny. I remember we saw shot in Hoskas fort. बहुत गर्मी थी, and with all that makeup and as a person, I don't like dressing up, so they dressed me up, dolled me up, and although a lot of things were not me as a person, but the one thing that just immediately gelled was that I spoke, and I spoke fluently, and I spoke fast. I didn't give retakes. I did a pretty decent job, and I thought to myself, okay, ये मतलब it's not that bad. बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, but देखते हैं. We'll see. We'll take a call later. For me, work is worship. I take no credit for feeling like this because it's something that is really inbuilt. I was born like this. I tend to take everything that I do seriously, whether it's work or whether it's stuff in my personal life. I try and do a complete job, a full job, a perfect job, and I always try and give more than 100% to whatever I do. Now, as an anchor, I believe that my primary job is actually how I sound, what I speak, what I say, and how I say it. And then the next rung is if I am physically fit, if I am dressed in appropriate attire for the job, for the occasion, and then comes marketing one's brand, then comes social media, then comes networking. The core of my job has to be extremely solid, and I think in my case, what has really worked for me over the last many years is that I have worked very hard on the core of my job, and I've made sure that when someone works with me, I come in as a solution. I don't come in as a problem that needs to be handled, or as a successful professional who needs to be looked after when you're working with them. I'm a very pro agency anchor, I'm a very pro producer, host. I'm easy to work with. I'm disciplined because of my army background. I'm professional because it really matters to me to be known as someone who's extremely professional. Anchoring to me, over the years has become a passion. passion. It's something that I see myself journeying a very, very long journey in the years ahead. Yes, it will evolve, it will change form, it will try new avenues, it will create new paths. But I'm very passionate about Talk the Stage, which is my brand. And yeah, as I said, for me, my work is is very important to me, and it's very important that I be respected for the quality and the kind of work that I put out there, rather than being known as a celebrity, or rather than being a star, or being known as a successful individual. These things are not important to me. The money that comes in from my profession, these things are not of primary importance to me. What is most important is, when I'm gone, will I be remembered for someone who delivered some of the best work that's ever been seen? That's really my journey. You know, I've been asked this question often of late, and I say, who am I to give any message to anyone? Everybody has their own individual journey, and the new generation today is so smart, and they are very clear about what they want to achieve. And I don't think I need to give anyone any message. If there is any message that they want to take from my career, if there are things that they want to learn from the mistakes that I made, or the correct choices that I made, that is upon them. But that's something that they will take from my story. I don't believe in giving messages to anybody, because I think no one's that great or perfect to give messages to new entrants in the business. Hey, thank you for watching me on Daily Dose Network.